Today we shall study immediate constituent analysis. So immediate constituent analysis is a structuralist tool and it is first introduced by Bloomfield and it is systematized and theoretical formulations are done by Roland Wells and Zelig Harris. So in this kind of analysis, each utterance is put into smallest unit possible. Each utterance is analyzed into the smallest units possible. And in this model, we begin by cutting the sentence into two division and then again you cut it into two, and finally the last units which cannot be further divided are referred to as ultimate constituents, and the each level unit is referred to as a constituent or a construction. So the sentence is a construction. When you divide it into two different parts, it is constituents or constructions, immediate constructions or immediate constituents or constructions. Then the last what you get is ultimate constituents. Okay, let us see that. So this sentence, okay, we can write it like this. The boys, one part, shouted loudly, another part. Again we can put the separate, boys separate, shouted separate, sorry, this is square, loudly separate. Again we can put it into the boy shout at loudly. Okay, we can represent them in a tree diagram. The boys shouted loudly. So this is the sentence. We can put it into two. The boys shouted loudly. The boys shouted loudly. Boys shout ed loudly. Now all this, whatever we get at last which cannot be further divided, are ultimate constituents. The sentence is a construction. All these levels, the next levels other than the ultimate constituents, all the other ones are immediate constituents. Okay, so all these are immediate constituents and construction. Okay, immediate constituents and constructions, all these are immediate. This sentence is just construction. All these are immediate constituents and constructions, and the last ones are ultimate constituents. Okay, I hope you got it. Ways of representing this is known as brackets. There are two other ways, box diagrams and topless box, which we shall see now. Box diagrams. The boys shouted loudly. So this entire thing comes in one box. The boys comes in another box. Shouted loudly comes in another box. The comes in another box. Boys comes in another box. Shouted comes in another box. And loudly comes in another box. Then boy comes in another box, S comes in another box, shout comes in another box, ED comes in another box, loud comes in another box, Lee comes in another box. This is box diagram. Box diagram is shown here what I did now. Now when the top part is removed, it is topless boxes, and what we already studied are brackets. Next we will study labeled IC analysis. The sentence little Ramu walked slowly. Now this is the sentence or the construction which can be divided into two: noun phrase, verb phrase. Noun phrase is little Ramu and verb phrase is walked slowly. Now this is adjective. Little is adjective and noun is Ramu. Now here verb is walked, adverb is slowly. So from this we get the idea of phrase structure grammar, which is an improvisation of IC analysis, which we will study later in the next video. Okay, there are a structure of predications, a structure of modification, etc., which you can read from your textbook, which is not that important in the exam point of view. So now next let us see the advantages of IC analysis. The advantages of IC analysis is that the layers of the relationship between the different units can be shown. It can be hierarchically, it can be organized to form the sentence. Then it can account for certain ambiguities of certain kind, etc. Then the limitations of IC analysis are more. There is a great problem of ambiguity is there, like hunting dogs, whether it is about hunting the dogs or about the dogs that are hunting, like that there are some ambiguities. Okay, now the next is the problem of discontinuity or discontinuous. Sometimes he coming, this he is separate and is coming is separate, though this he comes in between is and coming, so there is a kind of discontinuous ICs can be found like that. The problem of embedding is also there. When you say the boy who won the prize, there is embedding, and that can become a problem in IC analysis. The problem of conjoining, I will go and meet him. This conjoining is a problem when you add up, like do you want whiskey, brandy, whiskey, brandy, beer, etc. When you are conjoining, it is difficult to show in IC analysis. Then another one is structural similarity, like Rahul is easy to please, Rahul is eager to please. Rahul is easy to please, which shows that like he can be pleased. Rahul is eager to please, like he wants to be pleased. So such kind of difficulty in the meaning is also there. The problem of inner sentence relationship is there, like active voice, passive voice, all these cannot be found in this IC analysis. The problem of what is called a group genitive, like the king of Denmark's son. So the king of Denmark's is a larger quantity and son is smaller one, so that is also a problem. The problem of overlapping ICs, like when you say he has no love of or kindness for dogs, love of dogs, kindness for dogs, etc., it is overlapping. That can be a problem. The problem of multiple ICs, there in some ways there can be multiple ICs, like an intelligent, smart, sprightly boy. When you do like that, then there is multiple ICs. Then the problem of understood elements, IC has no provision to indicate understood elements. For example, in please pass the salt, U is understood, but IC it is difficult to show that. Now taking into like the labeled analysis of IC I have shown you. With that, that is the basis for phrase structure grammar, which forms the basic component of transformational generative grammar. So next video we will study phrase structure grammar. Thank you.